Hey, it's August 23rd, and we find ourselves in Jeremiah chapters 49 and 50. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 26, we read how the Apostle Peter drew his sword and cut off the ear of the high priest's servant, attempting to prevent Jesus' arrest. Jesus told Peter to put his sword back in his sheath and warned him that all who lived by the sword would die by it. In today's passage, more nations surrounding Judah would experience this truth, especially Babylon. In chapter 49, Jeremiah announces God's judgment on 6 more of the nations surrounding Judah: Ammon, Edom, Damascus, Kedar, Hatzor, and Elam. Interestingly, God says that he would restore the nations of Ammon and Elam in the future. This would partially happen under King Cyrus of Persia and will fully happen in the still future millennium. And in chapter 50, Jeremiah proclaims God's complete destruction of Babylon, the very nation he was currently using to discipline the Jews and punish the surrounding nations. Persia, a nation north of Babylon, would destroy them. God would restore Israel and Judah to the promised land, but God would allow Persia to do to Babylon exactly what Babylon did to all the nations they conquered. So what can we take away from today's passage? We continue to see that sin never goes unpunished, and we see that a lifestyle of violence only ends violently. There is always someone stronger than us that can put us in our place if we choose to rely on violence, or any other human ability for that matter, to get what we want. It may work for a while, but not for long. My prayer for us today is that we would not rely on our human abilities to get whatever we want out of life. Instead, that we would trust in God's power and His plan, knowing that He will bring about the best outcome for our lives, both here and in eternity. If you haven't done so already, please download our Through the Bible reading plan at asperiercommunitychurch.org/throughthebible. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.